So, good evening, peeps. Welcome back to another video. Tonight, I'm going to do the usual live press conference reaction. And if you like the video, if you like what you see, so do hit the likes, do subscribe, and also do leave a comment section in the live comments, by the way. And yeah, it's been a long day at work. Got myself a new pair of trainers today. And I'm going to the match tomorrow at St. James's Park. So do check us out on that. I'm going to do like a road trip content as well, so please keep your eyes peeled for that. Also, check out the video I did with Ron Barton last night. What a fantastic guy he was. Definitely getting back on again. He's just cool, relaxed, and he's just so happy. It is absolutely fantastic. So big up to Warren coming on. Big up to all the people that watched us yesterday. And I had over close to 50 people watching yesterday, so that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And I realised Gates then matches on tonight against Charlton, so I completely understand why you want to watch that game rather than watch my press conference reaction. So without further ado, let's go straight on to what Eddie has been seeing today. And he was asked about the visit of Burnley, and he said, injury-wise, we got a few bumps and bruises. Yeah, certainly some bumps at the minute because we haven't won a game so far. But hopefully not too serious. Hopefully the squad has come through Tuesday on Skier, and we've also got the two lads, Lascelles and Richie, back from suspension. Please don't bring him back, Eddie. Leave him on the bench, mate. Don't, because our two centre defenders, Fabian Schär and Federico Fernandez, better than Cannavaro, I heard people cry. They both had a fantastic game at the back. I thought it was solid. I thought they played fantastically, defended well, defended properly at times. But I just hope that they don't get dropped to make way for Lascelles, and please don't. I don't want to see Kieran Clark playing football ever again. Not for my football club. I just don't want him here. There's no way, because he was absolutely useless. He got himself sent off after 8 minutes, and he kind of cost us the game. And when you do that, then unfortunately, you're just kind of asking for trouble. And that's what we do in the game because of Clark's stupidity. But like I said, both back for a suspension. Were they missed? Definitely not. But we only got one injury at the minute, and that's Paul Dummett. He's come back into action very, very soon. So that's when we get him back, because he's better than themselves and Clark put together. Let's be real. We move swiftly onto the game. He said there's so many positives to take from Tuesday, although it wasn't the result we wanted. If we can go this game with the same fundamentals of spirit, fight, togetherness, then our back the players to get the first win sooner rather than later. Yeah, we need to, because we're rock bottom of the league. And if we got the team spirit there, we fought for each other, which I think is great. Also, stood up for one another. But the bottom line is, yeah, if we can just get that first win, just get that one win, hopefully tomorrow, then it could be liftoff. So let's hope that we get that first win and actually put Burnley under pressure. They haven't won at St. James's since 1976. I could be wrong, 1976. That's a long damn time. But don't forget, they haven't beat Arsenal at the Emirates for something like since 1973 or something, and they beat them the other season. So football, anything happening in football, let's be honest. But let's hope that we get the 3 points tomorrow. Then he was asked if everyone's favourite player so far, excuse me, and the talk of the town, on Joe Linton, Chipper's favourite player. And he said, and he really big up this guy, by the way. So he did say, we really, really like him. I think he's got a good mix of physicality and technical ability. You saw some superb footwork to get out of some difficult areas. His work rate has been a real feature, and he's given everything for the team. He also added, he's got the real selfless mindset, so I've been really pleased with him. I think he can continue to improve, and it's going to be a huge player for us. On Tuesday, he started as a 10, then moved into midfield position. He can play a number of areas, and I wouldn't label him. And he also added, he's got a very high technical level. He's got great work ethic and great physicality. I think he does have the ability to score goals. Put that mixed together, And I think you have an outstanding individual, which is only going to be better for us. I tell you what, it's a shame that Steve Bruce don't come with comments like that, by the way. You know what I mean? But what we see from Joelinton in the last few games, he's been absolutely fantastic. I ain't going to lie. He's proved us wrong. And we've seen more graphs from this guy, more shots from this guy, and also some tacklings as well. Where would you play him? Me? Would I play him as number 8? Would I play in the engine room? I tell you what, it wouldn't disappoint us if he did. Let's be real, because he has improved. What has Eddie Howe done in 3 games? What Steve Bruce has done in 80-odd games? You can't get a tune out of him at all whatsoever. Yeah, Eddie Howe is allowing him to play his own game. And I said before, well, most people said this, there's a player in there, but I've been cussing him out because he hasn't been good enough. And I want out of my club ASAP. But what he's done is proved us wrong. And he stepped up and he's done it. All we need for him now is to score more goals and definitely be fine. He can be an important player to the seat of our season, Joelinton. And I tell you what, that's why I got Joelinton FC. Yeah, Joelinton FC. Because he's been doing it, you know. And, you know, it's been strong. Long may it continue. Now, Eddie Howe on Federico Fernandez. He's better than Cannavaro Fernandez. You know. Please don't. And he said, Federico, I thought he's outstanding. I'm not a professional and prepared well, trained well, and was ready for his moment when it came. I really love him as a person, and he's going to be invaluable. His leadership qualities are there for all to see. We need to keep him in the squad all games out, because for me, I think he's one of the best defenders for our club. And it's a shame because he hasn't been playing. Graham Jones has absolutely ruined his career. And I said, thinking to myself, if he's not going to get any games, I'll suggest Federico doing us some agent and say, look, I want to leave this club. I want to be playing the first team. And I'm not getting at Newcastle. But this guy is absolutely brilliant. He really is. He comes in, does the job. I can't look at the phone for the goal. You can see that, but my God, he's just absolutely a rock at the back. The guy's 33 years old, yeah? And in my opinion, he should be a backup in the Argentine national team, national squad. Do you know what I mean? He should be playing in the World Cup as a backup defender. Do you know what I mean? I think it'd be absolutely fantastic. And he could be valuable for the club. He just gets better and better and better. And he has to play on Saturday alongside Fabian Schär. And if he does that, I think we could stay up, yeah? And the hapless ourselves, it's just not good enough. He's gone back. It's not going to come to in a minute. But keep him in, keep Schär in, and we've got a good chance of winning the game. And also, by the way, keep Jamal Lewis in at left back as well, keeping the team. Make Lascelles and Richie sit on the bench. They've got to learn. They've got to learn. Simple as that. So we move swiftly on to the name I just mentioned, Jamal Lascelles. And he was asked about him. He said he's a hugely important player because he has physicality and pace in our back line, and they're qualities we need. I really like Jamal. I think there are a lot more to come from him. I think we can take this game to new heights. First of all, Eddie, I love you. Okay. He said the right things. But the one thing Jamal hasn't got, and that's pace. He is so slow. He's one of the slowest defenders I've seen as a Newcastle fan. He gets beaten for pace. He gets turned in easily. He makes silly tackles. Yeah, late tackles as well, by the way. It's so late. He's had more bookings than player rating points as well this season, let's be real. And I have to pull out that one, Eddie, because at the end of the day, I know you haven't been there for long, but there's a moment in time. He hasn't got pace. Lascelles and pace does not go together. He is so slow. So if you watch him again, then I'll suggest he might retract his words. But the one thing about Eddie Howe, he backs up his players, bigs up his players, which I think is fantastic, not bigging up opposition, which our previous managers done in the past. Yeah? But this guy, he ain't going to go to the press and say and slate them. He ain't going to do that. There's no way. He's going to big them up in the press. Yeah? And that's what he's doing. He is likable at the football club. Yeah? And the players are looking up to him. And he's doing it. Simple as that. But I'm afraid he has not got no pace. I tell you what, my mum's got more pace than Lascelles, let's be real. Yeah? Maybe you might as well just go Usain Bolt as a fitness coach, and then he could certainly teach Jamal how to use PS to learn PS. So there you have it. We move swiftly on to the fans. It was asked about the fans. And before I do that, I'll just go into the comments, live comments, by the way. And it's 0-0, by the way, between Gears and Charlton. But I was told to do a watch along, and I forgot all about it. So I'm too late. So I've got Carl. Good show last week, John. Thank you very much indeed. So I didn't read the comments out as much. We had so many people to read. I've got Tom Farrell. Evening, John. Bring on tomorrow. Get me to St. James's Park. How are you, lads? No problems at all. I'll be cool with Eddie Reardon, Bournemouth for a few players. I wouldn't mind taking them, but I don't think Scott Parker would get rid of them. He would not sell them at all whatsoever because they've got a promotion charge to go with, and they can't afford to lose any players at all whatsoever, sort of thing. Solanke looks a decent player, by the way. Lerma, when he behaves himself, in the midfield, fantastic, Steve Cook is the real leader at the back, and I'm sure Eddie Howe would love to get him to Newcastle. If he does, I have no problem because he's a proper leader and he's got experience as well, so he can learn the younger players how to defend properly. And I got Carl again. Ashley, did I read that one? Yes, I did, and I read it. Last week, starting 11 against Norwich, swapping Clark for Fernandes for me, 100%, mate. 100%, and keep Jamal Lewis in left back position as well, because the back four were fantastic, apart from that goal they conceded. And Shaw's slight mistake in the end, which could have cost us the game. But listen, at the end of the day, we've got a point with 10 men. It's not ideal. I like to give it a go because you need to score 2 or 3 goals to win the game. And if we do that, we hope win the game. You know what I mean? So hopefully tomorrow, I should be there. Unfortunately, I will not be doing a watch along tomorrow, I'm afraid, because I had such a poor ratings against Arsenal last year. I thought, you know what? Nah. But joking aside, I'm at the match tomorrow, but I won't be doing it against Leicester because I'm in Italy. So I'm afraid I won't be there for that. And I'll be back doing a watch along against Man City. So I'll be doing that 110%. And I've got Lee. I beat John, tough game in the morning. Absolutely. Against Burnley sides playing really well, but just not scoring enough goals for me. Max Corney, the sort of player I love to take. 100%. Ian and Jules, Open UK, my guy. Big up to you. Real guy in the building. Real guy from Norway. Same team, but Fernandes for Lascelles at the back. Shaw wasn't good defensively, and nearly cost us the game. He did. Apart from that, try to play out from the back. And talking about playing out from the back, Lascelles cannot play out from the back. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry, but he cannot. He's too slow for that. And if you're going to play out from the back, get the players in the summer who can actually play that way. Because let's be real, we have not got the players to play out from the back. Fabian Shaw could be, but we need Pierce. Conor Cody can even play out from the back as well, and he's decent. On to Foxy. Imagine Lascelles made that mistake. We wouldn't hear the end of it. Yeah, I totally agree. Listen, I don't like slagging at players, let the players off or costing them out. But I try not to be like Lee Gunner here, because bottom line is, he's my favourite podcaster, and he's an Arsenal fan. He's a legend of podcaster, He says it how like it is. If he was a Newcastle fan, let's be real, I tell you what, he have us all for breakfast, and he just won't stop. Love him or hate him, he speaks the truth. That's what I love about podcasting, speaking the truth. And it's true. Be sure, fat and heart and resilience for 86 minutes or so. That's from Jules. Yeah, I totally agree. Also, Black and White Knight, I need to get his first name, by the way. Bench ASM tomorrow, use him for the last 30 minutes. Do you know what? I'm going to give him one last chance, because if he doesn't perform against Burnley tomorrow, if he doesn't show, then I heard people saying he needs to be dropped, but he's the only one who can make things happen. The problem is he just doesn't do it enough. He loses the ball quite easily. I've noticed that as well. And he's over-elaborating as well. Then he gets the ball as well, but he needs to have an end product and use that final ball. He needs to work on that as well. I'm sure the coaches at Newcastle will fix it. Don't must be close to becoming back. John, yeah, Lee, I hope so. Definitely hope so. That guy, when he does play, he's absolutely fantastic. He really is. He plays for the badge. He plays for the heart. And that's what we need at the club. And at the minute, we still haven't got that yet. But this guy, brilliant. Great show, by the way, John. Thanks, Foxy. I appreciate that. And who's your next ex-legend on the show? Excuse me. I'm working on it, mate. I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to work on it. 200% there. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I had to make it good. I didn't know how it was going to turn out to be, but I tell you something absolutely fantastic. Big up to Chris Amos, by the way. I work with him. Yeah, love the guy. And he's a top guy, and he loved me sure yesterday. Big up to him. Really hope Rich is on the bench tomorrow like Lewis plays. I totally agree. And yeah, let's move on to what Eddie Howe's got to say towards the fans. Excuse me. And he said, Tuesday was an amazing experience, and I think hope it will be. I thought they supported us in a moment when we really needed them. I think they really galvanized the team, and I can't thank them enough for what they have did for me personally. Do you know what it is, right, with Eddie Howe? This guy gets us. He gets us as a fan base. He gets us as a club. He gets us as a city. And you know what it is, right, guys? I mean, he says the right thing. He speaks the right way. It's as simple as that. And you know what it is about Eddie? I've seen him being at Newcastle for a long, long time. And I hope that he doesn't ever get the sack in this club. You know what I mean? He needs a couple of transfer windows to see what he does. But one thing I will say to Eddie, fix up the defence. Does that? Oh, do that. He'd be absolutely fantastic for us. I've got 21 people watching live. Come on, I want to get 100 people watching live. Do you know what I mean? Since I got a run on the channel last week, I expect at least a couple of hundred by now. Do you know what I mean? My guy, Paul, Tune Review, gets over 200 people every single time. Yeah? But there you go. Big up to you, my guy, Paul. I love the pieces, man. Yeah, it might be something that really pushes your channel up, getting ex-players. You come across as a genuine good lad. So I think most say yes, mate. Foxy, I love the bits, my guy. Love you the bits, man. Thanks for your kind words there. And it's nice to be honest. It's nice to be who you are, have an identity, and just be truthful. And keep them welcome. And if you're a character reference, my guy, then you know where to come to. But thank you very much for your kind words again, Foxy. And where's Abby Stevens Tinies? I think she's gone in hiding, by the way. She always on my channel, but maybe for the match as well. So big up to Abby if she's in the cut. And I got Carl as well. Do you think ASM wants a transfer out? And that's from Calco. For what I've seen, I don't think he wants to leave Newcastle. You know, he knows that the richest club in the world, but he needs to fix up. If he doesn't fix up, then and someone came in for like a 40, 50 million pound offer for him for someone's I've gone and pull it, I'll consider it, man. I'll consider it. I guess someone in is going to do the job. Jeremy Boga from Sassuolo, decent winger, doing well, doing bits and so it's been fantastic. And it's been linked with clubs like Napoli, Borussia Dortmund, and Juve as well. But I think it'd be decent for Newcastle United, Jeremy Boga. Sassuolo are a selling club. And if you can get something like 30 million for this guy, I'll tell you something, I'd take him all day long. He is dynamic. He used to play for Chelsea Reserves, by the way. 29 people watching live, but please smash the likes up, guys, and do subscribe if you're new. And I'd love to see 27 people send us a comment. Thank you very much indeed. Even to James, big up to, he's just got 100 subscribers. Big up to my guy. Thank you very much and congratulations on that. Please do subscribe for James's channel. And Lady Toon Talk, get in there, and he'll love that. And hope you are, mate. I'm absolutely fine, my guy. Just getting from work, got the keys to the game on playing very well. Can't wait for tomorrow's game, 2-0 to the town. Fingers crossed, my guy. And I've got ASM. Always have 2, 3, 4 players on him. Needs space to be on the front foot. I think you're right, Lee. I mean, he's being found out. I think he's being found out 200%. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to tap out on him just yet. I'm not going to tap out on him because you know why? Because he is still a fantastic player on his day and he's unplayable. Yeah, I want to see him does against the bigger teams. Yeah, and he hasn't even done that yet. You know, it's okay doing the lesser teams, but he doesn't do it against the top teams. Yeah, it just goes hiding or missing. And I don't want to say that for Alan. I really don't. But he needs to fix up. We're on a relegation dogfight. Once he's got to ask himself, has he got to fight to help us get out of the mess we're in? And he's a part of it as well. So a couple of games' time, we'll soon find out about this guy. I'm not going to tap on him yet at all whatsoever. What's your likely predictions, John? Moggy, I'm going to comment out one later on, mate. So I'll do the press conference first. I'm going to do my bit. Are Newcastle going down, John, from Cito? As things stands, yes. But if we're not far away out of the bottom three in January and we get good players coming in, then hopefully we can escape. But one thing Eddie Howe needs to do, he needs to fix that defence up very quickly. But we're not far away. We're not seeing lots of goals. But the problem is we're not winning on the game this season. That's the worry. If he wants out, I presume it's ASM, who would take him realistically? No one that's competing for the top six. ASM is consistent enough. That's why he didn't last at Nice. I totally agree there. I mean, I haven't seen one top six club coming from yet. But the price tag would be very interesting. I mean, Newcastle's asking between 40 and 50 million pounds, which is a hell of a lot of money. He's got promised so much, but he's not a finishing article yet. He's definitely not the finishing article yet. And I know young hipsters that I think is the best thing, but he hasn't got the X factor just yet. He's got a long, long way to go. He's only 24. Then on to why are you wearing as onesie? It's not a onesie. It's just me hoodie, mate. It's just me hoodie. Just me hoodie there. So yeah, I just be a bit fashionable. And I got Ginger as well, even to my guy. John, is it true that Real Madrid want to sell us Jovic? Hazard is good because Hazard is 50 million euros. Me personally, I wouldn't take Hazard because he's injury prone. Isco's injury prone. Yeah. Jovic, I take. He's a finisher. He's a decent striker. 5'11". I think he's a good player, but has he been in the team enough? Not yet. But if he come to the Premier League, he's built for the Premier League. Me, I would have rather took Vlahovic from Fiorentina, to be fair, but he's available if they meet Fiorentina's 70 million price tag. He's out of contract in 18 months' time, by the way, so they probably wait. I can't see him going yet. I wouldn't be surprised also if he signed a new deal at Fiorentina. I think his family's happy there, if I'm honest with you, but he needs to agree to a new deal, otherwise he is gone. And Oya John Boy, over you okay, my guy? That's from Tunza. I fear another duo, hoping I'm wrong. That's a black and white night. I'm hoping for a win, but I say Newcastle going to win by 1-0, but I've got a feeling it could be nils each. I hope I'm wrong. I'll be there tomorrow. So if you check our suit, come cut us. We have a banter. And yeah, on this day, he's a superstar, but that day has won every 6-7 games, not enough. Foxy, I totally agree, man. I want to see him do it every single week. Yeah? If he gets to mid-table, he can do what he wants. It's all right doing it in mid-table, but you got to do it where it really, really matters, yeah? And if it really matters, it's now. Let's get us out of the mess we are in. And we've got what's your opinions on Ousmane Dembele, because he's heavily linked according to rumours. For me, article report is injury prone. I mean, I think he's going to come to Newcastle for money. I don't want that. He's injury prone. And for me personally, I don't think he wants to leave Barca. But if Newcastle comes in for him, I'll probably take him on loan until the end of the season and see what happens after that. But for me, I'll have to say no thanks because he's injured prone. I want people to come in and really, really, really foul up as well. And talking of that, Muggy, I'd rather take players with Premier League experience because we're in a mess here. You can't get another player from Europe to come to Newcastle fighting relegation. It would be a shock to the system to them. They would not be used to it. We need to sign the Hanson brothers in January. Cool. John, you look like a baby at the little man. Oh, man. Listen, I mean, I thought I'd be fashionable and eat I've changed things up. One is just like a onesie. One is just a little man. Yay! There you go. Thank you very much indeed, Mike. I appreciate that. So I've got to see a Man U fan. I think Newcastle need to beat the teams near them. They shouldn't have let Norwich get back into that game. We couldn't beat Southampton. We couldn't beat Watford. Yeah, we couldn't beat teams at the bottom. And that's why we are where we are. But I totally agree. But it just goes to show that you cannot go all attacking with 10 men. We could do. We could have done. But we just couldn't hang on to it. But it's a shame. It is what it is. I got Alexito Dembele, Barca to bottom of the league. Newcastle, people need to get out of the fancy land alone would be at a stretch. I'd rather take players who's got Premier League experience. I've always said that. You know what I mean? But Dembele would be the highest paid player at Newcastle United if he did come. And for me, He's not going to come to Newcastle at the bottom of the table. Does he not know where we are? Swapping Barca for Newcastle. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. So we got Lee as well. People say Marino was not good enough. Now, ASM, crazy. Need good players around him. That is all. I take Marino back tomorrow, me. This guy is a decent player. Yeah, but he's been unlucky. He might come to the Premier League and he'd be a world beater, this guy. Look at Mo Salah. Went to Chelsea. Didn't last. Goes to Italy with Fiorentina and Roma. Comes out to Liverpool and he's a world beater. You know what I mean? I fear Marino might come into the Prem and he will be a world beater. And that will be embarrassing for Newcastle. Let's be real. We may get players like Tarkowski on permanent, but I feel we'll be doing a few loans, hopefully with buy options this January for Aston Spencer. Tarkowski will not be leaving Burnley. Yeah, I think Sean Dyche has made that absolutely clear. Apparently, a couple of years ago, he will not be leaving Burnley. He'd rather keep him and lose the transfer fee as well, so he can go on the free. My number one pick for a defender is called Okogie. This guy can lead. He's a leader, and he can tackle, and he can play the ball out from the back as well. He's brilliant at that as well, by the way. Marino's always good enough. He's had a great season with us. Yeah, he's one of the better players, sort of like, oh, okay, so when close. They win there, fires over the bar. Great chance as well. Still 0-0. So, yeah, I take Marino back tomorrow. Name replies. I take Isaac Karun, so all sort of thing. You know what I mean? I take Isaac. Big lad, Swedish international. Take him all day long. This guy's a unit, and he can finish. Spencer, we still like to be in the bottom three by Jan. Hopefully, with striking difference and safety, but that's best case scenario. Yeah, I totally agree. By the way, donations are open, by the way, if anyone wants to donate. I'm not forcing you. It's up to you. Just for let you know there. And whatever comes in, and it just goes towards my channel. It will not go towards my holiday. It goes towards my channel. John, every player's coming to Newcastle for money for the next few seasons. It sounds like it, doesn't it? Are they going to come to Newcastle for trying to win, get us in the top 4, or probably get us in the top 6 or top 8 and build? People like to say come for the money. What can I say? It could be that, but it's good to be linked with players. But there you go. So what am I doing? Press conference action, am I? I'm doing like question and answers there. I'm like, wow. So we talked about Eddie Howe about the supporters, which I think is great. Now he's on about Callum Wilson. He said, we created a leadership within the squad and allowed them to really influence the group. Callum is one of the guys that the players really respect. It was a pleasure to give him the armband. I thought he led the team really well. I thought he did as well, you know. I think he's absolutely brilliant leading the line so well. And also, I mean, he's a leader. I mean, Callum Wilson, really his name is captain. I thought, wow. What else can I say? And I thought he did okay. And, you know, I'd rather have him as captain rather than Lascelles. Lascelles is just absolutely useless. Let's be real. But we see on tomorrow when the team selections comes out. I should be at St. James's Park. So there you go. And he also added, we're going to have to do it the hard way, but we're more than capable. He has asked about trying to get the 3 points against Burnley. So that'd be interesting. Oh, and by the way, he also asked about, would you swap Joe Linton? And he basically said he would not swap Joe Linton for anyone. He'll keep this player. So that's according to The Guardian. And we'll see what happens on that. So let's go on to some more comments, by the way. Just going to fly through this. It says, Ginger, I've read that. Thought check. Okay, don't understand it, but okay. So John, if Dwight Gale's going on loan, does that mean we're in for another striker? It looks like it. We have to, because you can't be a striker short, by the way. If you sell someone or loan someone, you got to get a replacement. Well, we have not done this at all for years, I'm telling you. So, yeah, for me, I can't see Dwight Gale come play with Newcastle again. Get on the phone, Dwight. Get your agent. Get him on with club. West Brom are the latest club after him as well. In my opinion, Max Allison's not his best player on Tuesday. Every time he got the bar, he's putting threatening bars into the box. We'd love to see him come in for January. I don't think he'll come to Newcastle, mate. I don't think Dean Smith will allow him to go. Well, Norwich are fighting relegation. If they did that, that'd be absolutely foolish because they're selling to a rival. But I take Max Alonso all day long, by the way. Bruce is to blame for this mess. Well, you know, yeah, we all know that. He should have been sacked at the end of the season. Or way before that. 25 people watching live. I did have 30 people watching live. Excuse me. Do slap the likes up, yeah? Do hit the subscribe button and keep those comments coming through as well, my guys. Thank you very much indeed. Got Spencer Dembele's bit of a mercenary, so maybe he'll come to Newcastle. I'd take him on a fee, but he's a high-risk, high-reward player because he demands King's ransom and wages. That's what he's doing. Charlton's just scored, by the way. So as Geert said, 0. Charlton 1. I don't know who scored, but Charlton are go up. So we move on. At least I agree. Too many deluded fans think just because it's got money, players are going to flock to us. It'll take a while, and we need to be top half of the table to tempt top players. My motto is, right, I have to agree with you, by the way, forget the elite players. Just forget them. Forget the elite players. Let's go for players who's played in the Premier League. It's as simple as that. If you stay up, then cool. Then look for it. But it may take a couple of years. I totally agree. Dembele, when fit, is a great player. He's quick. He's rapid. I'd rather take from Arsenal, by the way. Even as on loan, I'd take him from Arsenal. You know, he's a baller, him. He is still a great player. What has Arteta's done to him, I just do not know. But Nicolas Pepe, class that. Am I wrong in saying Newcastle started well and fade in the games? Feels like they've been doing that since Boosty Bar. Yeah, I understood Bruce started okay, but what he does, he only trains 3 times a week at Newcastle, so he can spend more time in Cheshire. That's what I'm hearing. But this manager, he's C6 for me. The players now look a lot fitter. They put the bodies on the line. Even John Linton is playing really well. Joe Linton's turned his career around, you know. Do you know what I mean? But under Steve Bruce, they look absolutely shattered. They don't train enough. But I don't think he'll stay fit in the Premier League. That is from, I believe that's from Dembele. Oh, Paul, do you believe we are going to get in Barcelona director of football over Emiliano? But whoever is guys are always selling the duffs. Well, all I say, if you want director of football, do it now because they've been looking at for a few months now, or since they walked through the door. Excuse me. If I had money to buy the players, that's realistic. I'm hungry to progress as a player instead of just chasing the money. I'd go for Bellotti for Torino, even though he got into recently. Barrios from Zenit. Yeah, I'd take Bellotti all day long. I mean, not for the relegation dogfight, but in the summer, I think he's built for the Premier League and he can shock a lot of people, but he's a decent player. I do like him. Always like Bellotti, by the way. John, for me, I think he might sign Dallo because PSG wants rid of him. I'd take him. He seems a prospect, by the way. To be fair, we are Newcastle, though. Watch us lose to Burnley, but somehow get a result against Liverpool City. Could you imagine beating one of those two for our first win of the season? Could you imagine that? I would just say, well, what our first game? We're still in the bottom 3. Do it again. Who's that? Signing players in Jan depends if we're adrift or not. We're adrift. We're not signing anyone. Well, we just had to build for the championship. Get that lad, Bertrand Diaz from Blackburn Rovers, by the way. I'd take him all day long. 200%. Barrios will be a great signing. Reminds me of better Diota. Yep, I'd take him. Does he fancy the Premier League? You never know. Zenit St. Petersburg are tough negotiators, by the way. They got big money. They spend loads of money. They're the richest clubs in Russia. Let's be real. And they paid an awful lot of money for this guy. But I'd take him all day long. I expect $10 a season. But listen, the guy's brilliant. Oh. Need it. I'd take him all day long. Richest club in the world, he might fancy the Premier League. Who knows? John, football's all about money, unfortunately. It costs money by success, such as Chelsea, Man City, PSG, Inter. They all did it with money. Yep, that's very, very true. But the difference is, so Chelsea, Man City, PSG, Inter have got Champions League experience and they're huge clubs, established clubs as well. Excuse me. And we are just struggling in the Premier League. Give a couple more years. If we stay up and you've got to build, it does work overnight. You know, it takes time. Man City won the league in 4 years. So you've got to be patient. Like, you know, it doesn't work overnight. And I've got Andy. Thanks for your donation, Andy. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much indeed. And Super Sticker. Thanks, my guy. Thanks for the donation there, mate. I really appreciate that. And top guy, thank you so much. Thank you. There won't be a director of football announced till after January. We need it now. We lost a 12-point lead in 90s. We should be able to overturn 6-point deficit now. Yeah, let's hope so, because that's what we need. We need to get back in. We need to start performing. Starting tomorrow against Burnley, we could do it. Excuse me. Shouting a lot today. It's already December. Why haven't they at least hinted who to ban in January, John? Well, Eddie Howe's been asked that question, and he said that you don't really want to talk about it just yet because January is a tough window. And it's not the only one to be saying that, by the way. But we got money now. There's no excuses. Just tempt them. I mean, we have to pay over the odds to tempt the player to come to Newcastle. Not only that, we have to pay over the odds to buy a player as well. So we've got no excuses now. The money is there. And Ginger, sorry, John, I really don't think Eddie Howe may be the future Newcastle because seeing Joe Lynn is irreplaceable means one or two things he's deluded or the owners won't buy either. To be fair, though, I mean, the 3 games he's played really well. Yeah, but he's got to do it on a regular basis, yeah? I mean, playing well 1, 2, 3 games ain't going to turn your season around, by the way. Let's be real. You've got to do it on a regular basis. But if he keeps what he's doing, keep carrying what he's doing, it'll be fine. So, got Liverpool and City are losses, but Man U at home could get something. Wins at Leicester, Everton possible if we're brave enough to on Ricky D. Yeah, it's a possibility, but Leicester play well at home. The scoring goals at home, by the way. And not just that, I think Brendan Rodgers will turn it around. I mean, he's not been fantastic, but he will turn them around. Man United, this is not the best United team. This is the worst United team that I've seen in years. I'm not going to lie. I mean, how many United players are going to 30 team now? I'll think about 3. De Gea, Ronaldo, and Fernandes on the bench. Yeah, the rest of them will not get into a 30 team. Absolutely no chance. Let's be real. Because it just won't happen. It just won't happen. Yeah. And the fact that Eddie Kedia leaving Arsenal on the 3 this summer, I think it'd be perfect for Newcastle. No, I don't think he will, mate. I don't think he will. Balogun I take, but I don't think Kedia. He struggled when he went to Leeds on loan. Under Bielsa, he struggled. I think he only scored 2. And then they found him back to Arsenal. Yeah, not for me. He's got a talent, and I don't think he'll leave London anyway. And Tony, I worry, Joe, if we don't get 3 points tomorrow, Tony, not on your own, mate. Honestly, this is the game we've got to win because you've got Leicester after that. I'll be in Italy then. And then we've got Liverpool as well. We're going to get absolutely slaughtered. You know what I mean? Then we've got Man City and Man United at home. That's a bad well, doesn't it? Doesn't bode well. But we've got to get the players coming in. Nicolas Pepe is probably proven. We would love to see him in the black and white. I'd take him black and white all day long. I mean, he's not getting in the team under Arteta. Obviously, I don't know what's going on between those two. Any Arsenal fans, if you're on my chat, can you tell us what's going on between those two? It seems to me that Arteta don't want to play him. Who knows? Because I would go on the phone, talk to the agent, yeah, and tell him that from a different club. I'm not happy at Arsenal, sitting on the bench. I'd rather play for a different club. Yeah, he's got to do that. Simple as that. Because he's a talent, and I don't want to see Nicholas be on the bench. He'd be a waste of talent. So, yeah, we'll see what happens on that one. A taxi driver told me we are spending 300 million in January, but take that to a shovel of salt. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I heard people say it's going to be on loan signings as well. I just don't know what to believe anymore. I really don't. And Foxy, you're on drugs. And Kia is shite. There's a reason he doesn't play for Arsenal. Yep, that's very true. He came off on the bench yesterday, didn't he? Arsenal fans were furious about that. And I've got Muggy as well. Looks like Cancelo City full-time left back now, so maybe Zinchenko could be available for a loan spell in January. Do you know what? I haven't. I'd definitely take him. I think he's a decent left back. An able left back as well. I mean, now flash of this guy, he just does the job. And he's quick. He's got a lovely left foot as well. And he's got the odd goals as well. So, yeah, I take him. No problem. We have to remember, we aren't the only team struggling at the bottom. We just have to stay within reach and can push hard from January to May. It's doable if we can defend properly. If we can defend properly, we win games. If we don't concede goals, we win the game. Simple as that. And, John, the only thing I have to say about Jordan is this has the main Manny, Pulisic, Salah, they are great players, even Harvey Barnes and Leicester. So how does Newcastle move forward with a man that just holds the ball up? First start, we need a striker to hold the ball up. That's what we need. And bring players into play. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say, but listen, I mean, you've got to forget about our players. You've got to concentrate on our team. Yeah, Joe Linton is playing well for the last few games. Yeah, he's got to keep doing it. He's got to be consistent. But I can see the question you're on about there. The names just mentioned, they're way better than Joe Linton. Let's be real. But we can only do with the players we've got. I got Spence again. Lisandro Martinez, Argentina national for Ajax, is a great defender. We should be looking at, we'll have to spend a lot of money on this guy. Yeah, I don't think he'll leave Champions League, mate. And also, he's happy. He's happy as well at Ajax, sort of thing. He's been developing as well. So to be honest, it's nice to spend in January. Yep, I should keep my eyes on that. I should do the transfer daily update as well. Gates are in close, by the way. But another big chance. I've got to take those chances, by the way, against the Heat. At the minute, it's 1-0. But Potter Ajax defensive exceeded 4 goals in Eredivisie. That's true. I tell you what, the hump term Borussia Dortmund as well. By the way, John looks so cute in that hoodie. Thanks very much, Tony. Thank you very much indeed. And I've got my new jacket. I've got some new trainers. Bloody hell, I'm with the money, aren't I? Wow. Big spender. Why not? Christmas comes early, you know. Do slap the likes up and do subscribe. I've got 26 people watching live. Yeah, and I'm sure people will be watching the Gears Day match as well. So big up to you, my guys. Big up in the building. And Ginger, I can't answer that question because a man who doesn't have control in Newcastle. PIF runs Newcastle. Remember, she's just a face, not the owner. She is the co-owner, by the way, mate. She's a co-owner. Yes, PIF runs it, but she's a co-owner. Really hard to judge Martinez when the Dutch league is so easy for Ajax, but he was great at Defensa Justicia as well. So young, could be good. Could be good, but I think he needs to play in Europe for another couple of seasons, then come to the Premier League. You know, who knows? It could be success. Man United are worse than kids at practice pitches, especially defence. There always, Harry Maguire, world class. I hope people cry. He's not world class. No way. He's not world class. Harry Maguire. My God, it's awful. Listen, I've got Man U followers on my Twitter account as well. Big up to them as well, you know. I mean, Chibas, I'm a Man U fan. Get shut up, man. But and then the amazing people, like, you know, they do love us on there. I send the shout outs and that, you know. And John, oh, hello, we love you, Dad and Amanda. But John, what about the man who runs Newcastle and those mentors are directors, Yasser and Ramian? This man decides everything. Well, I hope he does. He needs to come out and spend. I'm sure they spend the money. They have to, because we're in trouble. They have to ask themselves one question: do you want to stay in the Premier League, or we're going to end up playing in the Championship? It's what's the source, my guy. But I see your point. And yeah, to see 3 goals, but he probably want to stay in Europe. If he can go to Premier League, that's only my concern. That's the thing. It's not ready fit yet. But many looking at Prison City, won't there be a left back league? I don't think, if I'm honest with you, yes, I think Sichenko would be fantastic. Will Pep let him go, though? Or he needs cover. I think he'll need cover. If Newcastle got relegated, would the new owners abandon ship? No, they won't. They won't. It took them 4 years of their life to purchase this football club. Yeah, there's no way they're going to walk away now. No chance. They were patient. They didn't give up. And they wanted to buy this football club. And they've done it. So we love them for that. Will Brendan sell Tarkowski to us if we're competing relegation with them? No, they won't, mate. And I heard Sean Dash saying that he's not going to go anywhere. They'd rather lose the transfer fee in the summer where you can go away on the fee. Yeah, and Carlos Cueta, again, will be a good second choice for Martinez. Yeah, I think he's going to Atalanta next season, apparently. I could be wrong there. No said, though. They're in it for the long haul. Thanks for that, my guy. We've got a solid mid-table attack at the moment. So maybe in January we should just focus on that defense. Yes, definitely. Our support us too good to say. Oh, look at City. Our potential is great. There are a lot of Premier League players out of contract in the summer. Clubs will just sell us just to get some money in. You know what it is, right? These clubs don't want to sell their players to us, yeah, because of the takeover. They don't want to compete with us. That's fine, yeah. And Ron Barton said last week, if we don't want our money, we'll just go to Europe and buy players over there. And I said to him, I tell you what, In a couple of years' time, we're in a good position, get Haaland. Yeah? And I'll tell you what, if they're not rattled now, in a couple of years' time, they will be rattled. So there you go. And John, we just don't hold boards up. They run down the lines. We don't want on the basics overlapping. We don't want to do anything on board and whack to Joelinton. I'm afraid they may relegate us. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Again, yeah, I know you're concerned, Ginger. I know you're concerned about our club in a minute, sort of thing. Yeah, but you just got to keep the faith just now. You know what I mean? Just, see what happens in December. In December, see where we're in January, and then maybe things will change. Belotti's out of contract. Yeah, he is. He's out of contract in the summer, by the way, as well. He's not signed a new one yet. But Chile, are we tonight, John? I turned here now, man. Oh man, listen, I don't know maybe hood up for a hoodie, like, you know what I mean? But I just think, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on like that, man. You know what I mean? Just be fashionable, dear. Fashionable. Yeah? David Bowie. Fashion. John, sorry, mate. You don't have to keep apologizing, my guy. You've got an opinion. Have an opinion. She's shareholder, not owner. And this is minority rules. 8% makes you the owner. And remember, they gave Amanda 10% for the takeover. Yes, she did. I hope they buy many players, Tony, just to make everyone scared come transfer season. Be nice to see chaos. Let's hope that is the case. At Dog January, wouldn't be known for a player to be out of contract in Europe for January, most likely in June, where it could be going on F3. The new owners can work the club will drop in price by over 200 million if you go down. They're not going anywhere. Managers always say the players won't go anywhere, and then they're out the door. Tarkowski out of contract in the summer. I've been what people's comments say, by the way. Every player has to price, John, take no notice of managers. But you may say that, but they may be on like £150,000 a week. They may be comfortable at that club. It cost the owners $1.6 billion to buy NUFC, so I don't think they will bail. They won't bail out. They won't bail out. He has more leverage on his future, so if we're willing to offer a fee to get him in Jan, we should do it 100%. Are we talking about Dembele, by the way? If we go down, Seto are supposed to be assets. Look at City getting banter for not filling their stadium. That's very true. That is very true. Not selling their club. Joelinton will make a really good box-to-box midfielder, in my opinion. Do you know what? Give him a go there. It could shock us all. I think you can even grab people not having games like Orgi, Martial, Pulisic. Just grab players that are not getting game time. I wonder if there are cap on how many players you can buy. You can only have 2 loan players at any time, and that's in the Premier League as well. Looks like it's half time at the Heat, and it's 1-0 to Charlton. But Gears had plenty of chances, by the way. Few chances. John, my favorite 92 to 2006 after the last owner. I don't trust any owner. And we got, yeah, you're right, man. Man City are a joke. 100 people celebrating the title win outside the stadium. 100 people celebrating outside the stadium. Wow. Yeah, you're right. So our position of points will always be a big factor on the kind of player we can attract. I mean, Brozovic, for example, he said you're not coming to Newcastle. You're not coming to Newcastle because of where we are. Well, if that's the case, and we can call for you, Marcello, excuse me, stay in there, mate. We're one place going to pay for the shirt. And Obama as well, same goes to you, mate, for an Ajax, yeah? Bug off to Inter Milan, mate. Then again, I love Serie A football. And I don't understand how one decent game from Joelinton can make people think Joelinton is a good defensive mid. Delusion is strong with some. Joelinton was an improvement, but we need to calm down. Yeah, totally. In a way, I agree. But listen, at the end of the day, yeah, he's got to do it on a regular basis. 3 games ain't going to cut it with us, yeah? But what I've seen from him, he's done well. He's done okay. Plus, John, clubs have a lot of money issues in fans who can sign a lot of players abroad, but there are big problems with work permits. And with the 12-man rule, you must have the 12 UK-based players in your squad. Yes, very true. Very true. We're looking for players all over the world now, which is fantastic. How's Rodrigo been getting on at Doncaster? Do you know what it is, mate? I don't know. I mean, I know they're second and bottom, by the way. They're not having a good season at all whatsoever, which is a shame because I want this guy to do really well. But I'm sure Doncaster Rovers fans will answer that question. But we'll see. I don't think we get Tarkowski tomorrow. Is more of an opposition and better. No chance, Tony. Absolutely no way. He'll not leave Milan. There's no way. He loves Italy life, and he's a fan favorite. Zero chance of getting this guy. Anyway, Chelsea got a buyback clause, by the way. Chelsea got first party if he decides to come back to England. And I think he'll go back to Chelsea. So, yeah, see what happens on that one. Tomori, zero chance. Absolutely zero chance. Joelinton is not a CDM mate. He is number 10 and a left-sided player. More chance Tarkowski, Burnley, if they sell him, have guaranteed relegation. I tell you what, Sean Dash will know that, by the way. Otherwise, they will get relegated if they sell him to us. And that will not be good. Not be good at all. So, yeah. So, my team selections for tomorrow would be, in goal, it would be Dubaka. A right back, it's got to be Manquillo. Left back, Jamal Lewis. Centre defence would be Shah and Federico. In the midfield, it's interesting. I have to go with Jonjo Shelvey. And I'll bring back Isaac Hayden. I definitely drop Joe Willock because he's just not been doing it at the minute in time. It's a shame, but I don't know what's wrong with him. Not good. And on the wings, I'll play Fraser, ASM. I'll get Miggy as a 10 role with Callum Wilson up front. So that's a 4-4-1-1 for me, or 4-4-2. So tell us what you think, guys. What's your team like still to be? Do you agree with what I see here? So that's my team for tomorrow. 200%. I think I'll read that one. Yeah, say it again. I wish Holland came to the Premier League just so we have everyone on the same playing field. You never know. I think if he's going to leave Borussia Dortmund, if I was a betting guy, I think he'll go to Real Madrid for me. I guarantee Dash will be saying to the board, if you sell Tarkowski, expect relegation. Not just that, he'll walk. He will walk. 200%. And Burnley fans will be gutted. I stay for another 5 more minutes or so, by the way. I'll ban myself for doing long streams these days. Or if you had Kevin De Bruyne crossing to Haaland, that would be the perfect combo. Correct. Newcastle needs one big player to show others there's a future here. Maybe Hazard is that name. I don't think he'll come to Newcastle, mate. 1, he's on 500k a week. 2, he'll not come to play from bottom side. Yeah. And C, if he's going to come back to the Premier League, I think he'll go back to Chelsea, if anything. Shelvey and Joey has been our best players over the last few games. Yep, I totally agree there. Still got Joelinton FC there. Don't know why. But he's been playing so well. And like I said, he's got to do it on a regular basis, man. But yeah, I've got to give my score prediction as well. I'm going to say Newcastle 1, Burnley 0. We're going to get our first win of the season and first clean sheet of the season as well. However, don't be surprised if it finishes 0 each, like it was in the Carabao Cup. We'll just see. And now you need to go, John. We're asking so much. Listen, you can count on my guy. Listen, I'm here. You know what I mean? I think it's great to do a stream of people. Do you know what I mean? But as Hazard, if he responded of being asked if he's coming to Newcastle, I don't think he has seen that. But I've got a feeling that you're not coming to Newcastle because, for me, he wants to be playing in the Champions League. And also, he's injury prone, which is a damn shame because he is absolutely fantastic for Chelsea. Since he's gone to Madrid, he's only played, 52 games, scored 5 goals. That's a lot of money invested. 87 million pounds plus 15 add-ons. Oh, my God. Chelsea fleeced Madrid, by the way. Fleeced them big style. Yeah, Shelvey has been an improvement lately. Shelvey has been an improvement lately, yet no many comments about this. Not much said about Fernandes either. All I hear is Joelinton is Kante. He's not Kante, by the way. I agree. Jonjo Shelvey's been fantastic for the last few games. I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to lie at all. But here's what it is. Let's hope that Shelvey keeps on playing the way he's playing. And Fernandes starts at the back. We need to look at the players getting game time at big clubs and some. Maybe players like Oxlade-Chamberlain, next Pepe, Stechenko, Elbali, Sarr, the young centre-back from Chelsea. He's on loan from Metz. He'll not be coming back to Premier League until next season, mate. So, honestly, John, Shelvey has been handing down the best player. Yeah, he's up there, man. Yeah, Foxy, Shelvey has been very good. Probably cost Jury was 40 mil. Probably stepping up. I'm a memmy. And Pause, also, who the hell you got on your bloody heat? You like the ET? Yeah, just fashionable, mate. Just being fashionable, mate. I'm gonna get a lot of stick. Just well, Bass's not watching this because I'll probably get a lot of stick from him anyway. Oh man. Keep out there, man. And Tarkovsky might be suspended for the morning, lads. So he's already been banned, mate. Already been banned. He's back. Shelby hasn't two-footed anyone on the Howe yet. I'm impressed. Breaking news: John Shelby has been sent off under Eddie Howe. We'll see. What time to kick off tomorrow? Time difference for me. It'll be 3 p.m. British time. Where are you at, mate? I don't know, but it's 3 p.m. British time in this country. Nowhere Costa Shelby. What a good guy he's become. I tell you what, the guy is 30. He'll be 30 soon. And I think he's absolutely fixed up with his attitude. So, which is good news. So, yeah, I was going to say, I'll give another 5 more minutes to go. And what we'll do tomorrow, we'll be at the match tomorrow. So, if you see us tomorrow, check us up on that. Hit us up on that. Then, I should be doing the match reaction on Paul's channel at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Check us out for that. And I could be doing the player ratings as well, by the way, on the Sunday evening. Or I could be doing the fans forum at 7 o'clock. So check us out for that. Yeah, depends what Chip Ice does as well. Shelby is not even a yellow. That's an improvement ready for me. Yeah, I think the goal for the match will be the first. Don't get any red cards. Shout out to King Clark, by the way. Do we think Eddie put themselves back tomorrow? Oh, God, I hope not, Tony. Nah, please don't. Please don't. Are you doing a watch along? I'm not, mate. I'm at the match tomorrow, mate. And the Leicester game, I'll be in Italy, so I won't be doing it, I'm afraid. I do apologize for that. I'm in Colombia at the moment, so 10 a.m. for me. Yeah, I tell you, that's a fantastic time. If it was 10 p.m., mate, I'd just tell you to stay in bed, mate. I'd just tell you to stay in bed because you don't know what Newcastle's going to turn up, mate. So 10 a.m., that's a fantastic time to watch a match. Shelby's been great. Willock has been a major letdown. We paid, what, £25 million for this guy, and he just hasn't done it. So I bet you, right, Paul will be watching this channel. He'll probably take a screenshot of it, right? He'll probably put it on social media. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Don't you dare, man. So listen, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. But listen, thanks for joining, right? Because I've got things to do. I've got to make a telephone call and get myself packed for tomorrow. Rising up to Newcastle for the match. So if you do like my video, please smash the likes up. Do subscribe if you are new. And also leave the comments in the section down below. I do try and get a reply to people if I can. If I don't, I just put the like button on there. Unpopular statement, Willock being better under Bruce. That's in City. He's been boost, mate. He's been absolutely boost. And not what I want, just my prediction, but 4-4-1-1. You got in goal, you got Dubravka, Lewis, Fede, Lascelles, Murphy, and right back. Murphy at right back. They've got Shelby, Hayden, Holding, Maxi Fierce, and Joe Linton and Wilson. It looks like a 4-4-1-1 for me. But Jacob Murphy right back, not for me. You cannot defend for Toffee, him. Blimey. Good night to you, Seattle. Catch you over the weekend, mate, my guy. And Willock is a very strange one. Good player is in there, but we just need to give him time, I think. Yeah, I don't know if he's fit. I don't think if he's fit enough. I really don't. Willock was playing for his Arsenal place, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, don't forget, this is the one he wanted to come to Newcastle. We done weeks and weeks getting this guy. Goes and get him, yeah, and he hasn't really done it yet. That is the thing. I love Joe Willock. I think he's going to do good things, but the bottom line is, he just hasn't lived up to expectation yet. I really do hope that he comes back to where he wants to be, because I do like Joe Willock. But this season, it hasn't been good. It hasn't really been good. I ain't going to lie. I don't know what's him sort of thing, but maybe he's carrying an injury. I don't know if he has. Then he needs to say something very, very quickly. Otherwise, he's going to be labelled as a 25 million flop. And I just do not want that for him at all whatsoever. But I'm not going to tap him up yet. No way. And Willock's more of an impact player. She'll bring him off the bench later on. I think you should drop him tomorrow and bring him on in the second half and see what he does. Maybe Bruce got it right with him coming off the bench. Bruce masterclass. Listen, I take Fiona Bruce all day long. You know what I mean? At least she's not going to get Bruce. But there you go. Guys, listen, going to wrap up here. But thanks for watching. And if you're going to the match tomorrow, check us out as well. I'll give you your autograph if you see us. And also, I'll be next to the club shop, and Paul will be there. Pete Pollock will be there, and all of us as well, which would be amazing. And thanks for watching. Like I said, do smash the likes up, do hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I'm going to do the road trip tomorrow, and I should be doing like the match reaction on Paul's channel on Sunday. So listen, guys, thanks for watching, and enjoy the Gateshead match. It's still 1-0 to Charlton, by the way. And yeah, I just got one more comment as well. Good night, legend. Tony, take care, mate. Thank you very much indeed, my guy. And have a fantastic evening. And until then, I'm out of here. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow at the match. Just one more comment, by the way. John, not Tony. I don't get... Where did you get Tony from? Bloody hell. I'm not going to change my name. I did put Deepo, man. Thanks a lot, Tony B. So, yeah, listen. I'll let you off this time. Don't say it again. Watching ya. Listen, what you're doing, guys. Have a good evening. And until then, I'm out of here. Trolls out. Bullies out. Big up to you people. Take care.